If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
And new developments in the murder-for-hire plot that happened right in our area. Today, rapper Lil Durk pleaded not guilty of the case. Lil Durk, whose real name is Dante Banks, was arrested in Miami last month and transferred to Los Angeles. According to a grand jury indictment, he conspired with others to murder a rival rapper near the Beverly Center 2 years ago. Banks is accused of ordering the murder, but a botched shooting instead killed the rival's relative. 5 other defendants were also charged.
Now, before we get into this demonstration, do me a favor real quick. Hit that like button. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, give me a subscribe. Now, listen. The federal government is saying that they have 230 gigabytes of data. Now, I don't know if y'all understand what a gigabyte is, but just imagine your phone, and your phone might get 50 gigabytes. So, and every time your phone say, hey, you got too much information on the phone, you got to delete some of this stuff. Look at your phone and look at all the pictures, all the text messages, all the emails, Gmails, and all type of other stuff you got on your phone, all the apps and all that old type of stuff. And it probably still don't amount to 230 gigabytes. You probably got a phone that got 50 gigabytes, 20 gigabytes. So imagine 230 gigabytes of data. Point at the guilt of Lil Durk and his co-defendants. But it don't stop there. The federal government is saying that they got 200 pages of information. No, wait, is it 200 or 2,000? Y'all jump in the comments and y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Is it 200 or 2,000 pages of information? But, because I'm just going off memory. But even if it's 200 or 2,000, that's just too much information to be having towards somebody, towards their guilt, right? And being that the federal government is coming so hard at Lil Durk with all this information, Lil Durk's attorney planned to get the whole case dismissed. They filed a few motions saying that, hey, check this out. This prosecutor that y'all got on the case is not qualified. This prosecutor that y'all got on the case shouldn't even be prosecuting nobody, because he didn't go through the necessary steps to be a United States prosecutor. And so they plan on that, and they plan on, the charges and stuff like that, saying that, hey, look, check this out. Y'all ain't giving us all the information that we need so that we can defend Lil Durk, so we need y'all to come a little bit more forward. Let us know exactly what y'all got so that we can help with this defense. Now, unfortunately, I done been in the courtrooms more times than I would like to admit. However, I do understand that once your attorney gets your case, the first thing that they do is ask for a motion of discovery. In the motion of discovery in a criminal case, it describes all the evidence that the prosecution has against you, right? So Durk's lawyers should have, and I believe they have already got the motion of discovery, which should reveal all the information that the prosecution have against Lil Durk. That 230 gigabytes and those 2,000 or 200 pages of information, they should have all of that. But they're saying that whatever the prosecution gave them is not good enough. They need some more. Now, the cold-blooded part about the motion of discovery, let's just say if the prosecuting attorney withheld evidence, right? Say if the prosecution attorney withheld evidence against Lil Durk, to give to Lil Durk's attorneys, and this evidence proved that Lil Durk was innocent, then that stuff like that can get your case dismissed, right? Because that right there is a malicious prosecution, prosecutorial misconduct and stuff like that. Then, you know what I'm saying, the prosecutor is putting himself in a position to be disbarred and all that old type of stuff. But just because of what Lil Durk's attorneys is talking about, that's not gonna do it. Just in my mind, I got to be 100. That's not gonna do it. That's not. Because you got to think like this, y'all. Y'all think that a judge is going to look at this overwhelming evidence that they supposed to have, all this data, and say, hey, well, this prosecutor is not qualified. He messed up and did a few things. Yeah, we're going to throw the whole case out. Because there hasn't even been prosecutor misconduct yet, because Durk ain't went to trial. There hasn't been malicious prosecution yet, because Durk ain't been to trial. So I can't see the judge, a federal judge, saying I'm going to throw the whole case out. And I got 5 guys who who flew from Chicago to California to go kill somebody, and they killed somebody, and I'm finna just let that go. I don't see that happening. But let's get into this evidence, right? Because even though we don't have the 230 gigabytes or the 200 pages, but some information is coming available. And the reason why the information is becoming available, because one of Lil Durk's co-defendants, DeDe, and DeDe one of them ones. I mean, according to the streets, like DeDe he with that. You know what I'm saying? But this thing done got too tough for him. And DeDe is saying, hey, look, check this out. I don't want to go to trial with Lil Durk. I want to go to trial by myself. And I believe that he got a good shot at it. And let me explain to y'all why I believe he got a good shot at it. Because of a lot of stuff that they're going to be using to show that Lil Durk is guilty of murder for hire is going to put DeDe and all the other co-defendants at risk. And what I mean by that is this right here, because the prosecutor is going to be showing, I'm talking about, y'all, they finna be showing stuff about Lil Durk trying to pay people to get killed all over the place. And being that they got this evidence and they got witnesses that are willing to testify that Durk is paying people to kill people, that makes all 4 of his co-defendants look guilty, because the whole case is a murder for hire case. So I can see why DeDe is saying, OTF DeDe is saying, nah, I don't want to be a part of that. Nah, let me go on my own. Let me do my own thing. But I don't believe they're going to let that happen, because that's the whole case. It's a murder for hire. Even though he got some good points, but they ain't going to let that go. And look, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't believe they're going to let that go, because it's a murder for hire case. And with this information that we are finna look at now, and what they saying that what they're accusing Durk of and claiming that Durk had something to do with, it don't look good. And not only that, it look real sloppy and messy and all type of other stuff. Check it out. Evidence related to Banks' rivalry with Taekwon Bowman, other known as Quando Rondo. The notice first describes evidence of Mr. Banks' alleged efforts to exact revenge against Taekwon Bowman, aka Quando Rondo, following the 2020 killing of Davon Bennett, aka King Von. According to the government, it intends to introduce surveillance footage and witness testimony related to the murder of Bennett in Atlanta, Georgia on November 6, 2020. Surveillance footage and witness testimony related to the attempted murder of Bowman in Blackshear, Georgia on or about May 2nd, 2021. Now let me just stop right there, y'all, because a lot of people don't know about that attempt on Quando's life. Quando Rondo did a show down there in Georgia. The show was empty. Check it out.
They're gonna have to tell me whatever. Don't. So, sir, was it the rapper that performed in Waycross? Was it the rapper that performed in Waycross? You ain't gonna tell me either. I do want to go over there, so I can't. But they love me, though. Everybody love me right here. They gonna have to just tell me to turn around. Y'all, I'm finna try to get. Y'all, they say it's Quando, y'all. They gonna have to just tell me to turn around or whatever. Chris! I I want to know so bad. Was it the rapper that performed at the club? Y'all ain't telling nobody that? Damn. I'll leave.
You don't need to be in the road to start with. You can stand over there. Just don't get in the road.
Damn. Was it the rapper, y'all? Please tell me. Damn. Oh my God. Oh my God. It is Quando, y'all. It's got to be. Oh my God. That shit crazy as fuck. Y'all, it's got to be Quando. It is, cause I had went to the other Circle K and they were like, everybody kept talking about the shots that they heard. So evidently what the niggas hit them with was some big shit. Cause niggas were way down the road and they were like, shit, we heard the shots. I said, how the fuck y'all heard the shots way down here? They were like, hey, whatever them niggas had was big shit. I'm trying to find out. I don't know how true it is now. Don't hold me to that. But motherfuckers saying it was Quando. I don't know. I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to see. But don't nobody know shit. I'm trying to see. They talking about it was the rapper that performed at the Vibe, at the club. They talking about it was Quando.
Now, as y'all can see by the show, ain't nobody really there. Word on the street is that someone in OTF booked Quando Rondo for that show, and OTF was laying for him the whole time. They was lurking. So after the show, Quando Rondo and some of his friends go to a gas station, to get some, some refreshments after the show and stuff like that, and get shot at over 100 times. And according to reports, one of his homeboys got shot during that shooting. So they gonna bring that up. Cold-blooded demonstration. Mr. Banks' lyrics and statements, such as his line in Who Won't Smoke. They be on my page like Sly for Vaughn. I know they trolling me. And in his podcast interview remark, for some reason, I just don't see them comments no more. We here though. We different in the rack. And check it out.
You get triggered by the
beat the shit out of this little ass, man. What are you talking
get triggered
about?
by the Sly for Vaughn comments. I don't know if people still say it. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be saying Sly for Vaughn. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, them songs is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more. For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water. You be seeing them comments a lot?
They kind of chilled out a little bit.
I wonder why. Yeah, though.
B. Evidence related to Banks directing and ordering violence. The second category consists of a wide-ranging set of allegations claiming that Mr. Banks placed bounties or otherwise directed violence. Again, Mr. Banks is central to the government's allegations. Mr. Wilson's name surfaces only in 2 text chains, and in each instance he is a participant but not the originator of any statement. Stephon Mack bounty, January 27, 2022. The notice states the government will introduce text messages, surveillance footage, and forensic evidence linking Mr. Banks to an alleged bounty for the killing of Mack. Mr. Wilson is not identified in connection with this incident. April 2023, text chain, Muna Duke feud. The notice claims a group text between defendant Banks and OTF members, including defendant DeAndre Wilson, Antonio Jones, aka Boney Mo, and PW1. PW stands for Protected Witness 1. Reflected Mr. Banks' frustration that O-Block was not properly retaliating for Bennett's death. Talking about King Von. In the thread, Mr. Banks, not Mr. Wilson, declared, "I'm finna pipe it up." Booney Mo responded with, "Blood is green. emoji of a car and a green light. That's what he sent when he said blood is green. He sent Lil Durk an emoji of a car and a green light, meaning that, you know, they slide and they on the go. Getting shit together now, no phones. The government expects protective witness 1 to testify about purported follow-up plans involving others. Significantly, the government attributes no statements to Mr. Wilson in this exchange. His presence is merely noted as being on the text chain. Everybody that's hood educated know what he was talking about, because when DJ Academics asked him that, Lil Pop was killed. And being that now he's saying that people don't say slide for Von anymore, is because they slid for Von when they killed Lil Pop. Now, I don't understand why Lil Durk did that. I don't understand why he would just, you know, come out there and say that. But one thing I do know is this right here. In the gang culture, the gangs, when they do a killing, they want you to know that, hey, look, we did that killing. It was us, you know. And the reason why they do that is because they need the reputation. They want people to know, hey, look, we kill people, we shoot, and we don't play. If you kill one of ours, or if you do something wrong to one of ours, we will kill you. And that's just gang banging one-on-one. That's just how it go. And, you know, back in the day, you know, people will write on the walls and spray paint on the walls and disrespect and say, hey, yeah, your homeboy did this, that, and the other. And that would kind of signify that, hey, yeah, oh, so they must have did it. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, you know, it's the internet and all that old type of stuff. And that's how they let other people know, hey, look, we did that. And so through songs, through the internet, this is how gangbangers continue their ruthless reputation and letting people know that, hey, look, we are the ones that did that killing. Give us our credit for that. Because you got to understand something in gangbanging. It won't make no sense for us, the vice lords, to be going over here killing all these people, and then the Crips is getting all the credit for the killing. You see what I'm saying? People are going to be scared of the Crips when the Crips ain't doing all the killing. It's the vice lords doing all that. So we want that reputation. Yeah, we did that. And being that this is street stuff, nobody should divulge that type of information to the police, because it's the street. We killed one of your friends. Come and kill one of ours. You see what I'm saying? It's war, right? So they're going to use that against Lil Durk. But not only that, they're going to use this too. Check it out. B. Evidence related to Banks directing and ordering violence. The second category consists of a wide-ranging set of allegations claiming that Mr. Banks placed bounties or otherwise directed violence. Again, Mr. Banks is central to the government's allegations. Mr. Wilson's name surfaces only in 2 text chains, and in each instance he is a participant, but not the originator of any statement. Stephon Mack bounty, January 27, 2022. The notice states the government will introduce text messages, surveillance footage, and forensic evidence linking Mr. Banks to an alleged bounty for the killing of Mack. Mr. Wilson is not identified in connection with this incident. Y'all see what I'm saying? Now, in that case right there, a lot of people don't know about that case because that case is real quiet. But, you know, word on the street is this right here. The guy Stephon, right? He is a leader of a GD set, right? Now, according to reports on the streets, his GD set killed Lil Durk's brother, DeDe. Y'all remember when DeDe had got killed at that club out there, Club O? And what was that? It was like in the suburbs of Chicago. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, check in text messages. Text messages. Now, in these text messages, I mean, according to what we reading, right? They are saying that Lil Durk had something to do with the murder of Stephon Mack. Now, a lot of people don't understand who Stephon Mack is. Stephon Mack is a GD, right? And he's supposed to be a leader of a GD set down there in Chicago. the cold-blooded part about Stephon Mack is that he was killed as retaliation for the murder of Lil Durk's brother D-Thing. The federal government is going to bring that up. And they are saying that Durk put a bounty on any one of those guys in that GD set that killed his brother. He didn't care who. And so the guys that are arrested for that murder are charged with murder for hire. Now, the cold-blooded part about that whole demonstration is in some text messages that the police got from their phone. The guys that killed Stephon Mack. They're talking about getting payment from Lil Durk. Saying to somebody, hey, look, what's up with these OTF guys? Where's our money at? We didn't do that for free. You see what I'm saying? And so they are connecting Durk to that murder for hire. But not only that. Check it out. April 2023, text chain, Muna Duke feud. The notice claims a group text between defendant Banks and OTF members, including defendant DeAndre Wilson, Antonio Jones, aka Booney Mo, and PW1. PW stands for Protected Witness 1. Reflected Mr. Banks' frustration that O-Block was not properly retaliating for Bennett's death. Talking about King Von. In the thread, Mr. Banks, not Mr. Wilson, declared, I'm finna pipe it up. Booney Mo responded with, blood is green. Emoji of a car and a green light. That's what he sent when he said blood is green. He sent Lil Durk an emoji of a car and a green light, meaning that, you know, they slide and they on the go. Getting shit together now, no phones. The government expects Protective Witness 1 to testify about purported follow-up plans involving others. Significantly, the government attributes no statements to Mr. Wilson in this exchange. His presence is merely noted as being on the text chain. So you mean to tell me that Durk trying to get members from O-Block killed, and Durk got a feud with Muna Duke, who was, you know, after King Von died, who was, I would say, you know, had like a leadership position down there in O-Block, you know, a OG or a big homie or whatever you want to call it nowadays. But he was that type of a guy down there in O-Block. And they saying that Durk had a feud with him. Durk wanted that man right there killed and or other O-Block members killed because they wasn't sliding for Von. And the cold-blooded part is Muna Duke end up getting killed. Check it out.
Let's get straight to it. All the niggas said they better, let's do it. Add the fuel to the fight, no fluid. Touch what Jay wish nigga would. Gotta switch on all my Glocks. One false move, two face shots. Look, bro, with me, get one eye. Pushed out, that's all my cars. Got a foe and a bitch in the back.
Turning to breaking news from overnight on Chicago's north side. Chicago police say 2 people were shot and killed and a third person was hurt. This happened early this morning near Broadway and Rosemont. It's still unknown what led up to that shooting. So far, no one is in custody.
Cold-blooded demonstration. Now, allow me to say this right here. This is a lot. And in my mind, I believe that the BDs was like this here. You know, they clenching them. I thought that the BDs wasn't, you know, beefing with each other like that. Especially not the backdoor type of beefing like that. Like, you know, the BDs will get into a fight or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then they be back cool again. They ain't, but what? Durk trying to get this man killed? Trying to get any one of them killed? And not only that, other BDs is with it? The worst part of this demonstration is that whoever was with them, whoever was in the car with them, when they drove over there to go kill some of the O-Block members, it's telling everything. Protective witness. Yeah, he telling everything. Because we got to think, how else would they know this? Besides the text messages. Again. So here it is. they texting about killing people. Like, man, we gonna slide over there. We need the money. We need this. We need that. What? Alright, okay. I mean, I hope people are learning. You know what I'm saying? I hope people are learning about, what goes on with this new technology stuff. Look, you ain't getting away with nothing. Nothing. It's on camera or it's in the cloud. Period. You ain't getting away with nothing. And if you think you can just delete your cloud and all that old type of stuff, no, you got to go through some things to do all that. And not only that, though. By the time you get caught for something, we going in the cloud. We taking everything that he thought he deleted. We got all that. You see? And I believe that's what they doing with Lil Durk. But it gets deeper, though. I mean, because this new evidence is just making me like, man, I think Durk might be done. It don't look right. It don't look right. I don't care how you want to slice it and dice it and all that old type of stuff. But if this is the type of stuff that they're going to be showing to a jury and connecting this man to murder for hires, it just don't look right. And with everything else, though, I mean, like, because we only got a small portion of this stuff. We ain't got everything yet. This man right here got people that was with him testifying against him. Wiretaps. We ain't even heard the wiretaps yet. You see? And it's more than one witness. From my understanding, I mean, that I know now, I think it's like 3 of them that are associates with OTF. That's going to be testifying against him. Audio recordings. This don't look right for Lil Durk. I gotta be 100 with y'all. It just don't look right. But hey, his lawyer might can get in there and do some abracadabra, and next thing you know, he might be walking free. I don't know. But at the same time, just for me looking at what's going on and everything that I just revealed to y'all, it don't look right. Allow me to say this before I depart. If you ain't learned from this and you in them streets playing and you ain't learned from this and you ain't learning from what's going on and how the federal government will get off in your ass if they want to convict you, if you ain't learning from this, then you must want to go to jail. If you a gangbanger, drug dealer, you in them streets playing, breaking the laws and stuff like that, if you ain't learning from this type of stuff right here, you must want to go to jail. This is not the days of old and all that. Nah, it's new technology that's locking people up right now. And not only that, they got human witnesses. They got video camera witnesses. They got audio recording witnesses. They got text message witnesses. But no, they got eyewitnesses, humans. His homeboys, people that are close to him, giving the police their phone. Hey, here you go, man. I ain't lying to you. I wouldn't lie to y'all. That's his number right there, and that's my number. He texted me, and he said he wanted us to do this. And the federal government is looking at the phone and saying, okay, well, this is your phone. And then they get the phone number and say, oh, this phone is connected to Lil Durk. You see? It don't look right. It don't look good at all. But allow me to say this right here. Get out the way. Because with what's going on with this demonstration, I believe that more stuff is going to start coming out. I'm talking about more murders, more co-defendants. Because the deeper that they dig, look, let me say this right here. 230 gigabytes, that's going to take some time for them to go through. If they ain't went through all that information yet. I think they probably still going through all that information, connecting stuff and pointing at people and stuff like that. I'm talking about like Bezu name ain't never came up until now. And the cold-blooded part about all this is that how could you be friends with, Lil Durk, and Lil Durk is telling you to go kill y'all other friends. And y'all with it. And your other friends from O Block, they are unsuspecting y'all. They love y'all. Y'all the homies. They see y'all, they like, hey, what's up, Scud, BD? And then you pull out a gun and just start shooting them. Kill them. They dead. They can't tell who shot them or nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, the streets is cold-blooded. And you mad? You mad at them just because they ain't going to go slide for Von. I don't see you sliding for Von, Lil Durk. I don't see you, grabbing guns and stealing cars and waiting in the bushes and spinning the block 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 12 o'clock. I don't see you spinning the block trying to slide for Von. But you want everybody else to slide for Von. And if they don't slide for Von, you want to kill them. Cold-blooded demonstration. But this is the wonderful world of gangbanging. If you want to be betrayed by your homeboys, if you want to be backdoored by your homeboys, if you want the last face that you see is one of your homeboys standing over you, shooting you all in the face. Yeah, this is what gangbanging got for you. This is what the street life got for you. So if you want to go through that, continue on. Continue on. Because I'm going to tell you something. Those that you think that love you, if you do one thing wrong, those are going to be the most hateful people that you ever have encountered in your life. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.